This video discusses the atmosphere of the Earth. The atmosphere is composed of several different gases. The main gases in the atmosphere are nitrogen and oxygen. The composition of gases in the atmosphere are as follows: nitrogen, 78.084%, oxygen, 20.946%, argon, 0.934%, carbon dioxide, neon, helium, methane, and krypton each have less than 0.01% composition in the atmosphere. There are 5 layers of the atmosphere. The layer closest to Earth is the troposphere. This is the layer we live in. The next layer is the stratosphere. This is the layer where planes fly. The next layer is the mesosphere, where shooting stars dissolve. The next layer is the thermosphere. Satellites orbit the Earth in the thermosphere. The last layer is the exosphere. This is where Earth's atmosphere dissolves and blends into space. The troposphere is the layer of the atmosphere closest to the Earth. It extends between 8 and 18 kilometers, or 5 to 11 miles from the surface of the Earth. The further from the surface of the Earth, the cooler it gets. The temperature declines 6 degrees Celsius or 11 degrees Fahrenheit for every kilometer above the surface of the Earth that is traveled. Weather takes place in this layer of the atmosphere. This is also the layer of the atmosphere that we live in. The next layer is the stratosphere. It extends from the top of the troposphere to approximately 50 kilometers or 31 miles above Earth's surface. The stratosphere contains most of the ozone layer. This is the layer that absorbs most of the sun's ultraviolet radiation. It also contains a high concentration of ozone, or O3, in relation to other parts of the atmosphere. The temperature of the stratosphere increases the further away from the Earth that is traveled. Above the stratosphere is the mesosphere. It extends from the top of the stratosphere to about 80 kilometers or 50 miles from the surface of the Earth. This is where shooting stars break up and dissolve. The temperature decreases in the mesosphere the further away from Earth that is traveled. The next layer is the thermosphere. It extends from the top of the mesosphere to about 300 kilometers or 186 miles above the Earth. The temperature increases as you move away from Earth in the thermosphere. The thermosphere is where satellites orbit the Earth. Above the thermosphere is the exosphere. There is no clear end to the exosphere because this is where the atmosphere of the Earth ends and outer space begins. The air is very thin in the exosphere. The atmosphere very slowly leaks into space here. Another region of the atmosphere that needs to be discussed is the ionosphere. The ionosphere is the ionized part of Earth's atmosphere. It is located in the thermosphere and the mesosphere. The ionosphere impacts radio propagation on the Earth. Earth's atmosphere is composed of several gases. The main gases are nitrogen and oxygen. There are several layers to Earth's atmosphere, each with their own properties.